So here we are at the West End Cultural Center. I'm joined by a friend of ours. He's been on our show. This is your second time now.
Second time.
Welcome back to Winnipeg.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, Aaron of AWOLNATION.
We planned that handshake, and it went good, I think.
It totally went well.
Good.
Good. Okay, so last time we caught up with you, you just released Megalithic Symphonies. You were going on tour with that, promoting that. Now you're back and you're kicking off another tour.
Yeah, we, since we last saw you, I guess it's been
just about a year.
Maybe a little less, maybe more like 8 months, but we've just done a lot of traveling, and we kicked off the new year by going to South Africa, which was a really cool experience. Definitely a place I never thought I would go, certainly because of music,
Yeah.
And so now we're going back to a couple of the markets in Canada to start this off, and then we're going to go down the West Coast and then end up at Coachella, basically, is the plan.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, should be cool.
So you mentioned this just before we went on the interview. This is actually your first stop on the tour.
Yeah.
How'd you end up in Winnipeg as number one?
I don't know. I really don't. I have no idea. That's just what I was told was going on, and it's a great way to kick off this next run because we got a lot of new stuff we're going to be doing live, and certainly after traveling a bunch, we're excited to get back into a normal tour atmosphere and being in a bus and going to each city instead of flying around. At the end of December, we did a lot of flying dates where we'd be flying all over the place for all these different radio shows, and that's sort of how it goes.
Okay.
Around that time, all the different Christmas shows they would have and holiday shows. So it's nice to be back in a normal routine and be able to get back into riding on the bus and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited about that.
Now, when you travel, I mean, you're going to all these different places you wouldn't think you have gone before. How much inspiration are you getting from those kind of tours?
Well, certainly it's validation that the music is reaching more people than just, in the States or in Canada or even in Europe and in most of the traditional places most bands get to go to. So, that's very flattering, and it feels extremely urgent and important, and it's certainly inspiring to go to different countries you never thought you'd go to and see their culture and sort of see, we think we have it bad in LA because of like certain ghettos, and then you see real slums in South Africa out of Johannesburg, and it really opens your eyes, and you feel very grateful and also bad at the same time to see how rough it could be, and that kind of stuff. The struggle of life is always inspiring to me because I've had a lot of ups and downs. So anytime I get to see the reality of how the world really is, it's sort of inspiring, I guess.
Yeah. Is there any moment that stands out, like in some of those places that you vividly remember?
Well, we got to go to Nelson Mandela's house, his
way.
like old house, and it was sort of like a landmark, and check that out. I got to surf in Cape Town, which was a big deal for me because anytime you can surf on tour, it feels great. And just the whole experience as a whole, just driving, just being able to, look at your buddy and go, "We're in Africa right now. Weird. I never thought this would happen."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So. That was probably the coolest thing about it in general.
Do you get much time off to relax and explore while you're out on tour?
Sometimes you have no time, and every once in a while you get lucky enough to have a day off in a cool place, or aside of sound check and interviews and stuff, you could do whatever you want. So as much as possible, I like to check out the culture and the scene in each city we go to see what it has to offer.
So you're back in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Speaking of that note, have you had a chance to explore our city at all?
Not that much. The last time we were here, I think I was slightly sick, so I was just resting. And then this time I have this song I'm working on the bus, so I got to complete that. But then I'm going to just cruise around after sound check. I don't even know where to go.
Oh. Well, we'll hook you up some places afterwards.
Cool.
So what's next? I mean, we're just finishing off your Megalithic Symphonies. That was almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
What's next for you?
Just continuing to work on the new record whenever that comes out, so I'm prepared and feel like it's stronger, hopefully, than this record, or at least as good in a way that it won't let our fans down. And then, I'm just always writing songs and feel grateful that people are listening to them.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have a huge fan base. Our last interview, a lot of people were reaching out and saying, "Cool, it's good to see you," and so thank you for that opportunity.
Of course.
Last question: you must be stoked for Coachella.
Yeah, I am. I mean, there are two bands in particular that are huge influences on me, and one is Radiohead, obviously, and everybody loves them, but a band called Refused was this hardcore band that I was lucky enough to see before they broke up and before their bigger record came out on Epitaph, which is called The Shape of Punk to Come. But they're playing, and I haven't seen them since then, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I've been hoping they were going to get back together for years, and now they finally did.
Cool. That'll be neat.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to the fans while they're watching or listening?
Anyone who's actually watching, I appreciate you viewing and having any interest in what we have to say, I guess, so thanks.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron from AWOL Nation, thank you for joining us here. Planned handshake.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Cool, man.
Cheers.